Hi, I am Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about this thing that I think is that I like to talk about. Okay, so I have made films saying that I was not for kids, I was for grown-ups and tweens, which is true. I'm not lying, I'm not making it up, you know. Of course, there are going to be folks on YouTube who has their own beliefs and their own takes. Good for them, but then again, still no truth to it all. Now, here's basically how it goes. Now, um, now, a lot of folks have always said, "Well, Jordan, aren't you frightened of the community? Aren't you frightened of what? It depends what you're talking about." All right, I don't even know what I was talking about. If I was talking about being frightened of the community channel or fellowship Fearway saying that I was knocking off her work, I don't think I was frightened of that. She hasn't been doing anything on YouTube since, 2017 YL. Okay? And I have probably been making more films than her. Actually, I have made more films than she did. Doesn't mean I'm more good than her. Never said that. So I usually go something like this. I'm not really that good with, Now, a lot of folks are going to put me down and say all kinds of mean things, which isn't right, but it's happened. And then that's not even the grounds of the film. What am I talking about here? All right. Why I do not go to, I don't know. Why I don't go to, why I don't go to a worship house. First off, I'm a Christian or a Jesus follower. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. But I don't go to any worship hall. And some folks do, and that's their own business if they do. But there are some folks in this world who believe that by going to a worship hall, that makes them more good than someone else. It's not where you go to worship. It's not how you worship or what kind of worship you follow. It's how you behave, how you are how you behave, and if you are kind to others and you do what's right. That is what God looks at, and that's what Jesus looks at too. But there are some folks in this world who believe if they go to a worship hall, that makes them more good than someone who does not. Oh no, wrong way. Wrong way. And that seems to be a hang up. We're doing it the right way now. Never have anything flawless. Well, I'm more good than you since I go to a worship hall. Yeah, okay, so you go to a worship hall. Does that make you more good than me? Yeah, that makes me more good than you. Sadly, there are some folks in this world who believe if they go to a worship hall, that makes them more good than someone that does not. There are folks who, say that they believe it, but it's not true. You see, going to a worship hall doesn't make you any more good than someone that does not. It's how you behave. If you're kind to others, if you do the right thing, that's what God and Jesus look for, and that's what makes you good. Going to a worship hall is good and all, but it doesn't make you more good than someone it does not. But there are some folks in this world, not all of them, but there are some folks in this world who believe that. There are some Christians and some Jews and some Muslims and some Buddhists and some Bio-faith and some Sikhs and many whatever, fill in the blank, some Hindus, and go on with other worships who believe that they're more good than the ones that don't go to some worship hall. You know? Yeah, I'm more good than you because I go to a worship hall and stuff. No, you're not any more good than me, and I'm not more good than you. I believe in God and Jesus. Well, I do too, but I go to the worship hall. So that means I'm more good than you are when it comes to believing and worshiping God and Jesus. No, it's it's if you're a kind follow, a kind being, a kind someone, a kind soul. It's what you do and what you say that makes you good. Not if you go to a worship hall. Anyone can go to a worship hall and then come home and then go to work or go to learn and still be a jerk. So at the end of the day, going to a worship hall doesn't make you more good than someone who does not. Yeah, it'd be like someone who, there are some folks who believe that. It's not true. There's no truth to it. But there are some out there believe that. There are some who truly believe that. But it's not true. I believe in God and Jesus. I worship God and Jesus. And I'm kind and I seek to do right by others and seek to be kind to others, even if they be my friend or kin or neighbor or someone I don't know, even someone I don't like. But it doesn't make me more good than anyone else. No, it does not. And for someone to actually believe that going to a worship hall makes them more good than someone else, that's not true. There's no truth to it. They can't say it's true. They can't underseek to find any truth to it. It is what it is. There are some out there who are like that. It is what it is. And I know there's going to be someone who might watch this film after it furlays on YouTube who might actually stand with me and say that, yeah, Jordan, it's how you behave. It's how kind you are, what kind deeds you do, and how you behave, and if you're kind to others and you seek to do what's right. That's what God and Jesus would look for. They wouldn't look for you worshiping. Sure, they would like you. Sure, they do look at your worshiping. But if you're not kind and you're mean to others and you don't do what's right, then going to a worship hall doesn't mean nothing. It's what you do, what you say that makes you good. And going to a worship hall doesn't make you good than anyone else. That's it. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later. Now, before I end this film, I want to let anyone know that anyone who does go to a worship hall, I didn't want to say that anyone was bad or anything or unkind, because I'm sure there are a lot of folks who go to worship halls, and they're good folks, and they do what's right, and they're kind to others, and they seek to do what's right. But there are some in this world who go to worship halls believing that makes them more good than someone else, and it does not. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.